Apparently, you can iMessage from Windows 11 now.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started on Windows 11. Are you on Windows 11?
On my laptop, I have Windows 11.
Okay.
On my full out gaming rig, I do not. I still have Windows 10.
Windows 11 is so aggressive. Like, I rebooted my computer to install some updates the other day, and I log into my computer with my PIN number or whatever it is on my gaming computer, and then I just walked away for a minute, and when I came back, there was this giant ad for Windows 11 on my screen, and I was like, why? What is going on? And they're like, you can upgrade to Windows 11 for free. And I was like, I'm not sure if I really want to do that.
I have not seen that.
Oh, yeah. No, I have the little blue dot in the Windows Update little thing in the corner. And it's telling me.
Oh, they're starting to get pushy, huh?
If you mouse over it, it's Windows 11 22H2 is ready for you to install. I was like, but I never asked for Windows 11. This is weird. So, yeah, they are really pushing Windows 11.
Interesting. I mean, I guess at some point you knew they were going to do this, right?
I mean, sure. It's not super surprising. And I did use Windows 11 actually when I was doing my dual boot thing while I was traveling. I was using Windows 11 and it was actually kind of nice. But now, almost on principle, I don't want to upgrade my gaming PC to Windows 11.
I've heard it's okay. I've heard it's good enough, and it's solid. It's okay for gaming. I have been tempted a couple times to update, but I don't know. I just never have. I don't know. If I got that big pop up like that, I think I'd have the opposite effect that you did. I think I'd start to think about, okay, maybe I should do this now.
Well, it kind of made me think maybe I should do this, but also I was turning on my computer for a reason, to use it as a computer, not to update Windows, which is I'm assuming a several hour process.
Yeah, but it was just a window, right? You just closed it?
Oh, no, you clicked skip for now, and then it brought you up to another screen that was look at all these features. You can have tabbed Windows Explorer, and you can have one-touch Windows Game Bar, and
Oh, yeah, no. They tried to upsell you on a free Windows 11 upgrade.
Yes, they did. And so then you had to click another thing to say, oh, maybe later.
Yeah, okay. That would have been a little angry. I think a simple pop-up in the bottom right-hand corner, the pop-up you get when your Windows is not genuine?
Yeah, something like that would be, well, I don't want it to superimpose over every single app on my computer.
No, not persist, but you could just a little notification, hey, Windows 11. They know I already use it on, well, that's a brilliant marketing campaign. They already know that I use it on one of my computers. I'm signed into the same Microsoft account on both the computers.
Oh, yeah.
They know I already use Windows 11. Why aren't they just be we see you have Windows 11 on one of your computers. Would you like to upgrade this one too? Yeah,
I mean, don't you like it?
You already love our new Windows 11. I just like it does itself.
Right. It's the wouldn't you like to sync your whole digital life together with Windows in OneDrive and blah, blah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I already do that, but yeah, exactly.
Well, I need to schedule a time when I can just not touch my computer for a while. And every time I think to do it, I'm getting onto the computer to do something. So I'm not sure if the disruption is worth it, but I think it is. It's been a year, 2 years? I don't know, since Windows 11 came out. I'm usually pretty much an early adopter on these things, but I've somehow managed to not do it for this one. So I'm getting close, but I'm, again, out of principle, just kind of want to spite them and not upgrade.
Welcome to Pride and Accomplishment. My name is Jason.
And I'm Chris. This is episode 95.
No. Oh,
it's 95.
You got me.
I forgot I copied the thing and I didn't change. I looked at the file name.
All right, well, now
thing.
you got to start. I looked and I stared at it and I was like, Jason starts even, 94. And
4 is even.
Honestly, I definitely, but I didn't look at the
went through the whole flow chart and here we go.
I did. I actually did.
All right. Well, now that we know it's an odd episode, I'm supposed to start.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Pride and Accomplishment. My name is Chris.
And I'm Jason. This is episode 95.
Jason, I think we have a little bit of very long-term follow-up, I guess, regarding Discord.
Oh, I guess it is. We have talked about this. Oh, God, what? Maybe when we've talked about Nitro? Maybe.
Yes, it was coming from the Nitro conversation that we had many episodes ago.
There was one feature when we were talking about Nitro. I was like, if they just made this a feature, I would get Nitro tomorrow. Well, spoiler alert, I already have Nitro. I got it for other reasons. But the feature that we were talking about now exists. And it is the feature that lets you customize your status per server.
Right. So that means that you could tell your work Discord that you were not doing anything, but you could tell your friend's Discord that you were playing a game.
Yes. And while what I intended to be a Nitro feature where you could actually set your status per server, it's not quite that, but I'm okay with that. What they've done is they've allowed you, like, you can go into your settings and hide your status, right? Like whether you're playing a game or listening to Spotify or whatever, you can hide like that status being displayed everywhere. We have some friends that just hide it. Like when they're playing a game and they're listening to Spotify, we just don't know because it's not listed under their name. What I had wanted is to be able to hide that status per server. And that's what they've done. They let you now set this globally, or you can go in and set per server, like hide my status. And it's not a Nitro feature. This is the right thing. This is what they should have done. They made it such that it is a privacy feature, which is exactly what it is. That's exactly what I wanted it for. I wanted some people to know something about me and not others. So you can go in and set this and hide my status per server now. I've already done it on a number of servers. I think it might have been out for a little longer. I just didn't learn about it or know about it, and probably because I didn't read the Discord update notes, because I never do. But it's there now, and you should go set it for servers that you don't want people knowing what you're doing.
Speaking of Discord features in update notes that you probably didn't read, I was reading one yesterday, I think it was, and now when you send multiple images in one message, it's going to put them in a grid, kind of like they do on like iMessage or other things, so that you won't just have like the entire chat disappear under 12 images that somebody just posted from Midjourney. So that will actually be super nice.
Yeah, that's good.
The other thing, I don't know, did we talk about Discord on Xbox and PlayStation also, speaking of Discord?
We haven't much, but they've come a long way since we've kind of discussed this last.
Yeah, I mean, Discord now is available on Xbox. You can actually like join, I think it's normal voice channels on Xbox, like the console. And there's a beta that's coming out for PS5 this spring, like soon, very soon.
So on Xbox, you can join up full servers, right? You can just join a server and join a voice channel, because for a while it was just you could have a call with someone.
Yeah, I think you can join a voice channel, but I don't think you can see the chat, and you can't like post a screenshot to the chat or anything like that.
Okay, that's good enough. That's really all I mean, that's fine. If you want to chat, get on your phone.
Right, exactly, which you're probably going to do anyway. Like, I don't know. It's better to type on a phone than it is to type on a controller.
This is like the last barrier for me for cross-platform. Like, you had talked about this, right? Like playing a single player game and just hanging out in a Discord channel. Like it really like breaks down that cross-platform barrier a ton. And I honestly, I wonder how much longer games are going to incorporate their own like voice chat. Cause I mean, maybe people use it in public lobbies, but like for parties, there's no parallel to Discord. Like you can call, you can set up a voice call. People can come and go from that voice call as they wish. The one thing I wish you could do with Discord and voice calls is start a voice call like with a chat, like in your DMs, but not ring everyone.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wish you could like silently start the call where people can come and go and join, but like it doesn't like ring everyone's phone. Cause like if Discord's on your phone, it rings your phone.
And it rings very persistently.
Yes, it just keeps going. Although I think they have done stuff to improve that as well. But yeah, no, I honestly think this is great. I think this tears down some more like cross-platform walls, and I'm excited to. I mean, this is the right call. Discord has come so far since it started.
Yeah, it's amazing. They have really taken the voice chat world by storm. Almost like I love Discord. Discord's great. I use it every day, all the time, but almost to a concerning degree of like monopoly. for Discord, I would say. Like, I guess the competitors to Discord now are like Slack and like Microsoft Teams. I don't know. Like, if Discord went away, where would everybody go?
I don't know. I'm really surprised there is not someone trying to sneak into this market, because what Discord came in when like Ventrilo and TeamSpeak and Mumble were still big, right? And those were paid servers, right? Like it was you had to host it somehow, either personally or pay for it or whatever. There was no like free voice option. And then Discord came around. I think they technically started in like 2013. I could go look on their website if I cared about being accurate, but it started and then it kind of exploded in, I don't know, 2017, 16 maybe. I'm pretty sure it was a little later than that, but like it exploded and everyone's just like, why would we ever use Ventrilo or TeamSpeak ever again? Like, they still have their benefits in certain situations, particularly like very tactical games and things like that. But it's free. Why Discord? I don't understand why no one else is trying to compete in this space. Like shared service, voice hosting, community servers. It seems so easy.
It's an easy concept, but I mean, as we've seen with Discord, it's hard to get it to a point where everybody likes it. I mean, Discord started out, it was pretty simple, right? I mean, they didn't have game streaming. They didn't have, it was just like text with some voice chat. And then they've been adding things, which I think has really made it the dominant option, and also being free helps. But they've added enough stuff that now it's like a community tool, in addition to like, there's entire businesses that are their entire communications to their fans and stuff are all on a Discord server now. Like, it's amazing.
Crazy to me that places just don't even have websites anymore. They're just like, join our Discord. And all of their information is in the Discord. I was like, guys, you need a website. Yeah. You need a website. But no, they just their website is their Discord server.
I dislike that a lot personally.
Me too.
But
absolutely.
I can see where people can make that decision. I
think we're a little old for that. I mean, honestly, like, I hate to say it, but I know, but I think that opinion is a little old. Go hide your status on that one Discord that that you're thinking about right now. Go hide your status.
I actually went through and hid my status on a couple of Discords that I was in. Ones that I was like, well, now that I have this feature, I guess I'll hide it on a couple of these. That sounds like a good idea. And so I did. I went and turned it off on 2 or 3 Discords that I'm in.
How many Discord servers are you a part of?
Oh my gosh. I have, do you want me to count?
I'm already counting.
24.
51.
Holy cow.
Wait. And here's the follow-up question. How many of them are not muted?
That would be, muted.
Muted. Like, you get 0 notifications from. Like, no white dots, no notifications, no nothing.
Okay, so I get white dots on 4. I guess 4.
I get white dots on 4, and then I get notification. No, sorry. I get white dots on 6, and then I get notifications on about 10.
And notifications, you mean at mentions?
Yeah, mentions or whatever. And then everything else is completely and utterly obliteratedly muted.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know how many of them. I have them muted like for mentions only if they've gotten annoying, which usually is a result of somebody saying @channel way too many times, or at all, really.
I have gotten my notifications under such a lock now. Like, I get almost I don't get Discord notifications on my watch anymore. I get very few notifications from Discord on my phone. I get very few notifications in general in my life anymore. I turn them all off. So, but I'm also the kind of person that if a white dot shows up on that Discord, I'm going to clear that white dot right now. Like, I'm going to go read what's going on.
Me too. And that's why I have to be so aggressive about muting things. Cause there are a couple of servers where, like, if I have some time, like there's a couple of Discords I'll scroll, like I'll go to and catch up on, some of the conversation that's happened, but I have them completely muted otherwise because they're too big and their velocity is too fast. And I would always have a white dot and I don't want that.
That's how the Relay Discord is for me.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Like I would love to go there, but like I can't. It's just constant. Like there's so many people in that Discord, and it's great. It's good conversation, but I can't do it.
Yeah, they have, I don't know, 5,000 people in that Discord.
Do you folder your Discord servers? Like, do you have folders for them?
I have a few folders. Yes, I have. Well, and that's the thing is I have folders. I'm in like the Altered Time Mage server for WoW, which is like I don't ever look at, but I did at one point and I just never left it. And I'm in a couple other things like that. A couple Discords for some games.
How many servers are not in folders?
Probably half of mine.
Oh my gosh. Oh god, that would drive me nuts.
There's a couple that I want to both put in a folder but still have them be like the primary on their folder or something. Like I want them to be in a folder but out of the folder, and I can't do that, which is, I guess, fine. But
I'm not sure I follow that logic, but okay, cool.
There's like, I've got a few Discords that are all related to the same group of people, and I want to kind of put them in the folder, but one of them is the primary one that I want to look at. But I don't want to make the one primary one out of the folder and then the other two in the folder. I want all three of them in the folder, and then also maybe having the one as a top level click, or maybe have the folder. If I top level click it, I have to double click it to open it. I don't know what I want, but I just have a lot of servers.
Product owners hate him.
Yeah,
there's one simple trick.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you can reorder the stuff in the folder. I have a lot that like are in folders, and then the stuff I want is near the top.
Yeah, maybe that's the plan. Can you put more than 4 things in a folder?
Yeah. I have tens of things in a folder.
Oh, okay. Because my folders only have a maximum of 4 things, because I think when they first did folders, you could only have 4 because that's how many icons it would show. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think that was ever true, but I mean, I could see how you could think that because that's what the icon shows.
Yeah, that might have been what I was...
You know, you can name your folders too, right?
I did not know that.
Right click, folder settings, name.
Oh, look at that.
You can also color them.
No, neat. I've just really learned a lot about Discord today.
So many things about Discord today.
Wow. I really took a strong Nitro subscriber to show me the way.
Yeah. I should get next month for free.
Are you happy with your Nitro experience?
I mean, I should deactivate it and reactivate it when I want it. I use the YouTube thing a lot. I honestly wonder, what was the YouTube website we used to use?
Oh, Watch Together.
Watch Together. I honestly wonder if that website has taken a major hit since this feature has been released.
Maybe.
Because we use that probably most. I've used the activities probably 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 times, where like people in the channel play the games together.
But you have separate pictures for all your different Discords, right? Like you have separate profiles and separate all that stuff.
Yeah, but that's not a big deal. I do that because I can, not because like it's important to me.
I see.
I've got a few different pictures and a few different Discords, but like it's not that is not a reason to pay for Nitro. I do like the better streaming. I would say I stream a lot. Like I'm pushing that button a lot. I mean, I've got it hotkeyed. It's so I like it. I honestly, the one thing I wish, I forget to use my boosts all the time. And the other thing is I don't know where to use them. Like I feel so bad. I don't know.
Do you have to reassign them every month?
I think so.
Huh. Weird.
I'm pretty sure they're like Twitch Prime or like Prime subscriptions on Twitch, where like you get to use it every month.
That's annoying.
I don't know. I don't know where mine are signed right now. I don't know how to look that up. But I still don't know where to put them. I just don't. I don't know. I get that. That's probably the one thing that I get most uneasy about. And I feel like I'm wasting them. But everywhere that I would like definitely want to put them is already at level 3 for the server. So like, why waste them?
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah. No, I'm okay with it. I don't know. I should get rid of it. It really is not. It's not worth it.
It's funny because I'm actually going the other way where it's like, oh, maybe I could do that. Like, it'd be cool to have the different profiles. Like, I'd change my picture in a couple of places, but I can't change it in a couple other places because, like, it would confuse people. And, like, I could do this, I could do that. Like, I'm on the fence the other way.
I will tell you that the upload limit is super nice
That's
like
the other
the fact that literally never run into that problem. Like, because I'm not the basic Nitro. I've got the full Nitro, so it's 500 megabyte uploads.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have problems where the 8 megabyte limit runs into images like camera pictures on my phone.
Just regular old pictures on your phone. I know.
So that's also another tempting reason.
I can also post messages up to 4,000 characters.
Wow, so you can write a novel.
I guess that's cool. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, I just, I don't know. The biggest thing here is like we talk about Discord and all the features and how far it's come and everything. I've never paid for it. Like, I've never given them a dime. So can I subscribe to Nitro for a year? Yeah, I should, with how much it is like integral to my life now. That's what I should give them money. I should give them a little bit. And I am. And I that's the part that makes me feel better about it.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. I still think that the full Nitro price is too high for a full year. Like, I think that, I know it's, what is it, $100 a year, $99 a year?
I think so, yeah.
Or $10 a month. But I think it should be like $50 or $75 a year, personally. That would be an instant sign up for me. Like, if it was $10 a month or $50 a year, no problem.
If it was Xbox Gold pricing, absolutely. Right? Like I think it's $5 a month for Xbox Gold for a year.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's an instant buy every year. $100 or $10 a month, $120. God, I waver every day.
Every day.
That, like, I see that charge come through and I see it on my, because it comes through on PayPal, so I get a notification about it. And, that's one of the notifications I allow. And I see that charge come through every month, and I'm just like, is this the month I cancel it? But like, if it was $5, I wouldn't even think about it.
Right, exactly. So, Discord, if you're listening, there's our advice.
Well, they did, and they introduced the basic, but it's just not enough.
It's too basic.
It's too basic. I know. What they need to do is lower their top level price, and they're not going to do that. Anyway, lots of good things about Discord. But you know what you should do on Discord right now?
What's that?
You should join our Discord, which you can get to at discord.pnapodcast.com. This isn't the end of the episode, everyone. I know that's what your brain just told you it was because it only happens at the end of the episode, but it's not. It's just a plug for our Discord, which you can get to at discord.pnapodcast.com.
It's a bonus plug for discord.pnapodcast.com.
Do you like how I have to say the whole thing every time?
Every time. But I don't have to spell it every time because that only comes at the end.
Oh, yeah. You gotta wait for that one. That's a treat. You ready? Speaking of, no, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that again.
Another topic that God, we'll pull this one out of a hat that we talked about a long time ago. We talked about Minecraft and trying it out and doing things with it. And Chris ultimately gave his review. I don't know, probably 20 episodes now on what he thought of it all. But we have an update in this area. Follow-up, I guess. Does that count as follow-up?
Is this just the episode of Ancient Follow-Up?
Maybe, yeah. Didn't they used to, like, on old message boards, didn't they call that necroing a post?
Yes, when you brought it back from the dead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so follow-up on our discussion of Minecraft. I think when we talked about it last time, we said... Well, I said that I didn't like it because it didn't have any goals and everybody just kind of went off and did their own thing. And that was my biggest gripe with Minecraft, was that there was no reason for the people to be on the server together because everyone just ran off, and some people were digging mines, some people were building giant houses, like some people were farming with cows and sheep and stuff. I don't know. I did not like it at all. But this week I was asked to give it another try by Jason and another friend of ours.
Yeah, a friend of ours found a mod or mod pack that adds what I would call an objective. It adds an objective to the game. And what really kind of sold me, and what sold me to tell Chris to try it, was it's called Minecraft Vault Hunters. So what really sold me on this is the vault, right? It's a roguelike within Minecraft. You enter a vault, which is essentially a dungeon. There's kind of a dungeon crawling element to it, and you have certain objectives within the vault. You can all go in as a team. All of your progress is stored as a team. in terms of like the current vault run. If you die, you'll lose your stuff. You earn experience and you loot things while in the vault. And it's just a very strong, like, central activity for people to do. Like, and the nice thing, like, you have to do the vault. The vault is how you progress in kind of this version of Minecraft, right? If you want to unlock, like, there's tons of other mods installed. In order to unlock those mods, you have to do vault runs. You have to get resources from the vault in order to kind of progress and keep going. And I really liked this. I'm going to use the economy of the game, right? The resources and what you was really well balanced between doing vault runs and not doing vault runs. And I really liked that. And it gave everyone, like, it was like a, hey, everyone come gather. It's time to do another vault run. Like, that was, we didn't actually do that. It was just the three of us, but like, it felt that way to me, right? It was just like, is everyone ready for another vault run? And that added an element to Minecraft that I thought Chris would really like.
Yeah, so I got in there and I played a vault with Jason and our friend. There were three of us, and it was actually really fun. Like, it puts it on a grid. Like, the vaults are like procedurally generated rooms that are like on some kind of grid, and you can go north, south, east, or west from them. And there's like Minecraft enemies in them. And I apologize for all of the Minecraft experts out there, but I don't know anything about Minecraft, as previously mentioned. So there's a bunch of the Minecraft enemies, and you fight them and look for certain objectives in the vault. And then, you have a time limit. So you have to get through and do whatever it is you're doing, whatever your objective is, within that time limit. We did not succeed in the time limit to find the things we were supposed to find or do whatever we were supposed to do, but we did get out and we were alive. So that was, I guess, the reward that we got. I'm a little unclear on the economy and what we actually gained from doing that, but I do know that, like, we came back and we put a bunch of stuff in the boxes, and like the boxes were all nicely sorted by our friend. And so I put my treasure back into the little treasure boxes, and that was cool. So it was still not my favorite game, I would say, but it was a much better experience in Minecraft than I had previously.
It's still a struggle for me for Minecraft. It really is. I really don't like the style, like the art or the way. I just don't. I'm not into that. And there are certain elements of Minecraft that I just don't like the combat. It's boring. But the objective, I think you'll start to, if you do a couple more vault runs and learn a little bit more, you'll start to learn the economy of this mod pack a little bit more. It's very interesting. Like the layering and the complexity. I like the complexity of this, but also the central goal. And I think this mod pack got my head kind of working enough in like, okay, we got to do this, and started building like objectives and lists and like how we do that. And that really is kind of what sucked me in. I still don't know that this is like a forever game, but I feel like this mod pack is one of those ones that like I could see us playing for a couple of weeks and like getting kind of far and maybe playing, a few vaults a week or something like that. Just kind of getting a little bit of progress every couple times and playing together. And I can see what we're kind of trying to go for. I don't know that we'll ever get there, but I see the path, and that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I think my least interested part of this is you guys said, oh, you have to play regular Minecraft in order to get these resources so that you can do more vault runs. And that to me was like, oh, do you really have to play regular Minecraft to do that? That doesn't sound super fun. So that's the part that I'm most skeptical about.
Really? That's what turned you off on this?
That's what I'm most like. I'm just worried that I will essentially spend all of my tokens and then, like a free to play game, have to do the thing I don't particularly want to do, which is play regular Minecraft.
Yeah, but there's a reason now. Like, you don't just go mine you mine carrots. You just don't go like plant a garden of carrots for no reason. Like, you have to go plant a garden of carrots to get enough carrots to unlock the next vault.
I mean, true. That does make it better, right? It makes it more like, why do I want carrots? That's good. But I don't know. And
then at some point, the vault is going to request hundreds of carrots.
Ah, okay.
Right? At some point, because how much it requests goes up every time. And then you're like, how the heck am I going to make hundreds of carrots? And the answer is mods, right? There are mods installed in the game, but the way you unlock those mods is by playing the vaults. So you have to like start crafting, like not crafting. You have to start like strategizing on, okay, what mods am I going to have to unlock so that I can make sure that I continue to be able to fulfill the requests of the vault so that I can play the game. Like, I mean, you could always just do it with vanilla, right? You could have acres and acres and acres of it's carrots is just one example, right? Like it's just one example, but it might request diamonds. It might request arrows that come from skeletons. It might request all of these things, but like you have to set up things to do this. Like you have to have some way to gather these materials. You could just go out and get them and spend hours and hours killing skeletons to get your 400 arrows. But that's not fun. What you need to do is install a mod that somehow does some kind of creature like spawning and harvesting and automatic killing and pipes those arrows over to the vault so that it's always filled and ready to go. Like, you always have a full chest of arrows, and you always have a full chest of carrots, and you always have a full chest of sand. And that's where it starts to get really complex.
Okay. Yeah, that's somewhat interesting to me. I think then I'd have to overcome the hurdle of it's in Minecraft, which comes back to your point about the engine of Minecraft and the visual style and all of that stuff. But
well, and that's definitely my problem too, because as soon as I say, oh, well, you have to build things to fill chests so that you have plenty of materials, both of our minds...
It's Factorio.
Absolutely go to Factorio. Absolutely. You're just like, why? I could just be playing Factorio. And that's where I am too. That's where I am too.
So that's where I sort of get a little bit stuck is like, if I'm going to do that, there are better automation games out there, I think. Although I've never really played a Minecraft mods so far, far enough into it that I get into that whole thing. So maybe it'll surprise me. But I based on the building blocks of what's there, I don't have high hopes.
Well, and I'll caution you a little bit. The mods change the game so significantly. So the building blocks that are in vanilla Minecraft don't even come close to like enabling your mind to understand what the mods do. I'm just so blown away with what they've done with mods in Minecraft that I can't even begin to describe it. But I still agree with you. I still think you're going to have trouble with it because I still have trouble with it. Because every time you do this, you're just like, I could be playing Factorio right now. Mm-hmm. I think it's worth a try. I think it's worth trying. But I agree that it might be hard to kind of say, why do I prefer this in Minecraft? But I will caution you and say these mods will they change the game. They absolutely 100% change the way the game is played.
Okay. Got it. Well, if somebody could apply some anti-aliasing to Minecraft, that would be great.
Did you turn RTX on?
I don't know how to turn RTX on.
Okay. All right. Well, that might be a place to start.
I tried. I looked through all the settings and tried to, adjust anything that I could, but there was nothing I could change. And I wasn't sure if it was like...
I think you have to download something special.
I thought RTX was like a completely separate mode, like a separate build almost, where you have to like run that particular build of it. And then is it still Minecraft? Like, is it a mod pack? Is it an add-on? Is it a texture pack? It's like, I found like the NVIDIA, bragging article about it and something about saying it was out of invite only or something. But like, there's not a button that says like, get the RTX option. Like I have this amazing graphics card now and I want to use it for stuff, but I don't know how. Yeah.
I don't know. I was expecting you to pop in and be like, whoa, this game looks so good on my 4090. But,
nope.
Nope, just Minecraft.
It's just Minecraft. I mean, it runs nice. Like, sure, I'm getting all the frames, I guess, but I was getting all the frames on my 1070 too, so. Are
you going to buy a PlayStation VR 2?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, I am tempted because I've never had a VR anything, and PSVR 2 seems like the cheapest way to kind of get into that world. And also it has the PS5 backing it, and it has like the PlayStation exclusives and that IP and all that kind of stuff. But man, part of me says if I'm going to do VR, I would rather do it on my gaming PC with my 4090. But I'm not going to do that either because I just don't want the stuff, right? It feels like Rock Band guitars to me, like the headset and all of the pieces and parts that go with it. Just, it feels like I then have to find a place to store it, and it turns into a whole thing, and it takes its own room, and am I going to stand up or sit down? And there's too much going on in the VR world for me to commit to like wanting to take on that burden of stuff.
Okay. That's not, all right. That's an interesting reason. PSVR 2 is definitely not the cheapest way to get into VR, but
okay. Yeah. I guess the Oculus Quest is the cheapest way, or the Meta Quest.
It's called the Meta Quest now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think that's $350, and the PSVR 2 is like $550.
True, plus a PS5.
Sure, but I mean, yeah, in the Quest, you don't need a computer, but you can hook it up to one.
Yeah, if I was going to do anything, I would probably do a Quest. But like, if I was going to do a Quest, I would rather do an Index or something. Like, I would rather go for the Gusto and get the really super nice Valve one. And then there's also all of these rumors about Apple doing a headset. And if Apple does a headset that isn't Apple exclusive, which is like never going to happen, then if I could plug my Apple headset with its super fancy nice displays into my gaming computer with using HDMI or USB-C or something, then that would be cool, and maybe I would like that, but I don't see that happening either. So I don't know what I'm going to do with VR.
Yeah,
You have had VR stuff before. Do you still have VR stuff?
I still own an original HTC Vive, but it's all packed up. Like I haven't used it in years. I have considered buying a Quest. I like the Quest, and I dislike the Quest for the same reason. It doesn't use base stations. It uses room tracking, and then it uses, which is fine for like room tracking because it works really well. But it uses tracking between the headset and the controllers to track your controllers, which means when you put your arms out really wide or you put your arms kind of like behind your back, which some games require, it loses that tracking. Like it does its best guess, but it doesn't maintain accurate tracking. Whereas with the HTC Vive and the HTC Index, I'm pretty sure, there are base stations that you put up on your wall so that it always knows where it is, right? Because it's not tracking to the headset, it's tracking to the base stations. So, but that makes it more clunky and cumbersome and, less transportable and all that. So like, yeah, I'm going back and forth on it. I don't really know. I have a few VR games. VR was never one of those things that I like chose to go play. It was always, honestly, it was a party trick, right? It was one of those things that like, hey, you guys want to come over and try VR? Like, and it was fun. It was fun watching people experience for the first time. But like after like a couple of tries, I was just like, I don't want to play VR anymore. Like Beat Saber's fun, I guess, but I don't want to do anything else. So that's kind of what's been keeping me from getting it again. I definitely wouldn't get PSVR 2, but I have considered getting a Quest, and I have considered getting the Index, but I just don't know why. Why would I do it?
That's the thing. I might actually get, I like the PlayStation, aesthetic or whatever, the games and the things that would be on the PlayStation pretty well. There are a few things I'd rather do on PC for sure. Beat Saber, though, is like a huge one for me, which I know you can just play on the Quest. And that would be fine, right? And I would love to do Beat Saber. Like it's, it's a workout. Like, is it a workout? I don't know.
It's a work. I can confirm is workout.
I've played it once, and it was, and it was fun, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, I would do this. It's like DDR kind of, because I used to play a lot of DDR back in the day. I think I've talked about this before, but like, anyway, Beat Saber, would love it. And in that case, I want the lowest friction possible. Like I want the easiest pick up and play kind of experience. And so a Quest is better than like, oh, I got to drag this thing out and plug it into my computer and, clear out the room and whatever. You still have to clear out the room, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say the Quest is probably lowest friction and lowest cost, but I still don't recommend it. Like you're not don't go pay $350 to play Beat Saber.
Well, that's the problem. There's no other way to play Beat Saber.
Right, I know, but like, it's not worth it. Like, it's nice and it's fun, but it's not worth $350. God of War Ragnarok, is that worth a $400 PlayStation? It's more, okay, maybe. If only I played it.
If only. Yeah, I mean, Beat Saber, I think, could work on a big TV with some controllers that were motion tracked. I don't think that the VR is actually a critical part of it. I mean, I know for the ducking and stuff it is, but like you could do at least the Saber part of it in front of a screen.
You could. It's not as cool.
Fine.
If you've got a used Quest that Chris can buy for $5, let him know.
I would even go to $50.
Oh, big spender.
That's right.
You can let us know by, you guessed it, joining our Discord, which you can get to, I'll say it one more time, by going to discord.pnapodcast.com.
If you want to find any of our older episodes or read our show notes, you can visit our website, which is pnapodcast.com. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, yes, that is P, the letter N, the letter A, podcast.com.
I still want t-shirts that say that. I really, really do.
All right. Well, we'll start working on that.
If you're enjoying the show, we would love if you could share it with some others that may enjoy it as well.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll talk to you next time. Jason, I have a problem.
Okay, this could go many directions.
I have too many macro pads.
Are you collecting them?
No, they just kind of happened. I have two, I should say. So it's not really too many, but like I have two macro pads, or two things you could use as macro pads. And the funny thing about them is that they did kind of happen by accident. I have both a Elgato Stream Deck and a Keychron Q0 Plus, which matches my Keychron Q1 keyboard, which is a 10 keyless keyboard. So now I have the keyboard and then the number pad. But I also have the Stream Deck. So like the number pad itself has macro buttons on it. It has these little PlayStation, circle, triangle, square, X buttons on the top of it for some reason. It has a little volume knob and stuff, which is super cool. And then the Stream Deck has like little tiny screens underneath every button, which is also super cool. I had actually ordered myself the Q0 Plus because I was like, oh, I need a number pad for my, my keyboard. And then I got the Stream Deck as a gift in the same week. So that's how they just kind of happened.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I want a Stream Deck. Like, the buttons are nice.
The buttons are nice, I will say. Yeah.
I don't know that I need two.
Well, and I don't need two either. And really, the one is mostly a number pad. But it does take up space on my desk, and it could do the same things that the Stream Deck is doing.
So you have two macro pads. Do you have any macros on either of them?
Oh, come on. Yes. In fact, the primary macro that I have is the same one that you have on your keyboard, which is the stream to Discord, go live on Discord button, which I have mapped to, I think, F13 or F14 or something. Because, you have a whole nother 12 F buttons on your Windows computer that you just can't.
Oh, God. You stole my thunder.
Like, you can't see them, but they're there.
So, okay. So you have stream. Do you have mute and deafen as well?
I did add those to the Stream Deck. So the Stream Deck, because it has the little screens on it, you can put little pictures for all the things that you do. And so I have mute and deafen, and I have something else. I have two more Discord buttons, and I don't have it sitting in front of me. Like, it's not on right now, so I can't tell you exactly what they are, but I have 4 Discord buttons.
Wait, why do you have a macro pad that you don't have in front of you?
No, it's in front of me. It's off right now.
You never know when you're going to need it.
I record podcasts on a different computer than I use the Stream Deck with.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. All right. Forgiven. You have been forgiven.
Thank you. But I really do like that it has the screen on it, so it shows me what all the buttons do, because otherwise I would have to just remember what all the buttons do on this other thing that is essentially just a keyboard, like a piece of like a number pad from a keyboard.
God forbid you have to remember keybinds.
It's not obvious when the things are labeled M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, and circle, triangle,
and you're
square,
telling
X.
me that the keybinds in Visual Studio are good?
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. And that's the thing. That's actually one of the things I've thought about when like coming up with how am I going to use both of these? I mean, obviously as a number pad is one option, but the Keychron stuff can actually be programmed. Like you can, using the software called VIA, You can actually customize the keyboard and make every key do whatever you want it to do. So you can say like, oh yeah, this is a number pad, but the numbers don't mean anything. I could get a bunch of blank keycaps and just make it type letters or do macros or, press key commands or give like the volume up, volume down command or whatever. And the cool thing about it is it has layers to it as well. So I can say like when I push the number lock button, that changes me to a different layer on the keyboard. And then like that's how you get between this is digits and this is like, arrows and page up and page down like a normal number pad is, which nobody ever uses all of those things unless they were using computers in the late 80s. So I have this option, and when you program the keypad, it actually like puts that in the brain of the keypad. And so if you plug it into a different computer, it remembers those settings and like all of those details.
Oh, okay. All right. Now you're starting to sell me.
Exactly. So I can then, if I take this between my gaming computer and my work computer, I could actually set it up so that this little macro pad has the Visual Studio keyboard shortcuts baked into it. So I could have the find all references thing mapped, and I could just push one key on this this little number pad thing, and it would just work.
Is that number pad Bluetooth?
No, it's wired.
Okay.
It's also heavy. Like, it's really heavy.
No. Yeah, but I would take it between work and home, and I have a USB port. Yeah, I have a USB port on the keyboard I use at both work and home.
Oh.
So I would just, oh God. Oh yeah. In the keybinds that would travel from, oh yeah, that'd be nice. Okay. I'm starting to see it. Cause there are certain keybinds that I use at work for like commenting or uncommenting blocks, or like running a block versus running just the line, or breakpoints, or all of those things. And I know most of them, but I don't know, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oof. All right. Jeez. I didn't know I was going to buy a Keychron Q0 Plus at the end of this episode.
Well, you might. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And the other problem, the reason it's better than the Stream Deck is because the Stream Deck is entirely driven by its software, which has to be running on the machine and has to be configured. Like, there's no brain to the Stream Deck. I think it's just a display and then a bunch of buttons that go back to its software that then the software interfaces with your computer.
Right. And that can crash and close. And I think you can export and share profiles, but like,
yeah, sure.
But yeah.